What is the biggest mistake that you see meditators make?
Hmm. I can certainly speak from the perspective of having been a meditation coach for several years at 10% Happier. I was constantly in contact with folks who were learning the practice for the first time. And in their case, the way that we offered meditation was coming from a theoretically secular place. Even though, of course, the secular version of this practice is rooted in non-secular versions of the practice. But I would say one of the things that would come up a lot was the belief that meditation is about clearing your mind. And so the mistake that people would make is to think the way to do the practice correctly is to not think or to somehow just have your mind be blank. And and the reason that's such a pernicious misunderstanding, I think, is that to me at least, and there may be other other humans who have some magical powers around this, but for most of us, I think getting rid of thoughts is just not realistic. It's even for advanced practitioners, thinking is happening all the time. The mind is just made to produce thoughts. But of course, the practice of meditation is about noticing, at least partly about noticing what are the thoughts that are there, how are we relating to the thoughts, how can we kind of rest in the observation of what's happening as opposed to getting caught up in the thoughts. And so, yeah, so I used to talk about that a lot with new practitioners just to reassure them you're not doing anything wrong. The thinking is actually necessary for meditation to happen because it's in the noticing of the thought and how you come back to whatever your object of attention is that is so important in cultivating practice. So,
Mm, yeah. No, I tend to, yeah, I 100% agree with that idea. And I would say, even in jhanas, in deep meditative states, thoughts can be there. And one of the things my teacher, Robert Bea, said that I really liked is, why are we evaluating meditation in terms of how much thinking is going on? And why do we look at less thinking as better than more thinking?
mhm.
And in the context of jhana practice, it's really important. And it's interesting because there are so many teachers who do seem to talk about practice that involves a very quiet mind and stillness of mind. And I think there's certainly a place and a possibility for that. But as someone who, um, like you, like thoughts happen for me when I meditate, pretty much the whole time. And what I've come to experience is sometimes even the most deepest, profound bliss and insight that has occurred for me in meditation is still accompanied by thinking and even the hindrances. So yeah, I think it's a really important thing, and it's so deeply entrenched and rooted. And it's the number one reason people don't even try meditation. It's because they think it's about having a blank mind, which just feels rigid and impossible, which it kind of is. So I love
Yeah.
that. Thank you.